Hey YouTube, CSM10495 here, and right now we're going to be doing a review of the Fujitsu T901. Specs will be down below. Let's get started. Here we are. Looks nice. It's, I don't know, plastic. I don't think it's metal or anything. On the side we have, what is that? HDMI, Firewire, USB 3.0, and a card slot. The back, we have USB, a SIM card slot, a LAN port, and a USB. And on the final side, we have, right now I have an extra battery, and that's it. Otherwise I have a Blu-ray writer, but they're interchangeable, and right now I'm having the battery so I can show you extra battery life. And to open it, we just push that button, go up. Here we are, let's move the camera a tiny bit. Okay, and first of all, let me zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. This thing over here, focus, and doesn't really want to focus, that's great. Anyway, this thing right here, this is a scroll wheel. I'll show you in a minute what it does. It's basically a scroll wheel, what can I say? And here, of course, we can turn it this way. And there's a little tab here. All you have to do is push it in, and then it locks like that. And you can do the same thing in the other direction as well. Okay, now let's look at buttons we have available. We have a full keyboard, but in addition to it, we have 5 buttons here: down, up, and a function button, a screen rotation button, and a button that I haven't really had to do anything. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to do. Over here, that is a fingerprint reader right there. Not sure why my camera's not focusing. It's very unfair. Sorry about my loud breathing. I have a cold right now. So let's get started. To turn it on, we just push this switch. That is the power switch. Next to the switch, I don't know what it does. So let's time how long it takes to turn on. We have a loading screen right there. BIOS. Windows. So we're almost done, and the speed is probably due to the 256 gig solid state drive we have in here. Okay, so I've been using it for about a week, so I don't have long-term results yet. We have some short-term things we could play with. And let's start with the touchscreen. The touchscreen is really cool. Let me zoom in a little so you can see it. Okay. So it is finger touch and pen touch. And let me show you a fun example of what you could do. And let's play some solitaire. Play beginner because we're terrible at it. Let's drag it to the top. And there we go. Has graphics good enough to do this. We'll get to better understanding of the graphics in a moment, but the touchscreen works really nicely for this. I just wish I was a little bit better. And of course, we have the pen, which is right here. I just took it off the side. The string I paid extra for, so keep in mind the tether does not come with it. And with the string, is there a move I can even make? With the pen, it's much easier. Well, much easier, especially when it's sitting up straight here. So, okay. So either way, it works pretty well. It's a very nice screen. This is what is this? This is probably full brightness right now. Power options. It goes really low, but still viewable in my own opinion. And medium and high. We're going to test this outside a little later so you can see. Okay, Now let's just see how long it takes to open Photoshop. This is Adobe Photoshop CS 5.1, I believe, 64-bit version. And loading, loading, loading. Loading, and it's open. And just like that, we're ready to make a picture. I'm just going to show you how, I'm just trying to explain how quick it really does react quickly. Oops. To what you do. Let's make it blue. Now let's make it big. See, on this one it's having a little bit of trouble. But for the most part, it does a relatively good job in Photoshop. Let's close it up. Okay. Now, some people wonder how video editing would work. So here I have Pinnacle Studio 14. Let's just show you how fast that opens up. I'm just gonna in this. I'm just showing you a bunch of different programs, their speeds, and maybe you've used one of them and you'll know. So I'm gonna try to use some video editing here. See how that works. And okay, Pinnacle is open. And now let's just drag in all of these videos, and we'll do a couple transitions between them. These are high quality video. I don't believe they're HD. They might be though. Volume's muted. There are hotkeys like FN, F3 will do volume mute, as well as FN, F6 screen brightness down, F7 brightness up. Okay, so as you can see, video seems to be playing relatively nicely. Not even relatively, it's playing pretty well. Let's put a transition between two things. Just a classic dissolve crossfade. Let's see if it can do it without extra rendering. And it can. Now I know some computers are unable to do that. Let's just do quick text. And I'm not using a screen recorder because I want you to be able to see actual speeds, and screen recorders sometimes do slow down, what you're doing. So I just added in the word text with a random effect on it. I'm going to drag it to the beginning, and we're just going to play the very beginning in full screen, see if it works. There we go. See? And it's able to play it very quickly. Straight to the point. Now the video quality is low because in Pinnacle I probably don't have it set to do full resolution preview. Now let's enable full resolution preview and see if it can actually do that. Let's go back to the beginning and do full screen. And there you go. It is able to do that at a nice speed, nice quality. Okay, so for high quality video, it's able to handle the job, at least in Pinnacle. Okay, let's get out of Pinnacle. That worked out really well for us. Now we have Steam, and I like to play Flight Control HD. I don't know if anyone else does. So with Flight Control HD, I'm sure everyone's played Flight Control on their whatever, on their iPod, iPhone, Android probably even has it by now. Well, here we have Flight Control PC through Steam. Let's see how fast it's able to handle, if it's able to handle full resolution play. And let's wait a moment for that. It's connecting to my Steam account. That speed isn't really related to the speed of the computer. It's more like internet connection, which may not be so good in this side of my home. So, cut it some slack. And now we're launching Flight Control, so here we go. And now we're loading. Let me turn this a little bit. And let's see if it's able to handle it. You hear the speakers. The speakers are a little bit lower than I'd like, but probably get a good volume for most people. So we're able to play using the mouse. as I'm doing right now. This is full quality, so it's full resolution, 720p right now, or just above 720p. It's a 1280 by 800 screen. So this seems to be working really well. Now let's play with our finger. Imagine. It's like you have a giant iPad right here, and you could just play. And there you go. So it really is playing nicely, very smooth, at least for this game. Now, oops, exit. So there you go. Let's exit. Yep, that was fun, right? Now let's go back into Steam. And just to show you that the graphics card isn't as perfect as we'd like, let's try to play Black Ops single player through Steam. No, don't want to play in safe mode. And this should be running off the NVIDIA. It goes interchangeably between the Intel graphics and NVIDIA. NVIDIA is set to run with this game. So okay, the intro seems nice. Everything's playing full speed. Here's where we run into minor difficulties, though. Just give it a minute. Okay. Now we're going to be in the menu in a moment. Give it a minute. And press any key. It's relatively laggy. Like, not even relatively, it's laggy. See? So, this is with the most, probably the best settings we can put for this. Has the lowest, it has a low resolution, but a low resolution so that it plays a little bit better. But for the most part, I don't know, this really isn't a gaming machine. I'm going to just try to get in a quick solo zombies just to show you that it might be able to play a tiny bit. But for the most part, guys, I don't recommend this as a gaming machine. I'm going to mute this. I have a feeling that it could probably do HD video editing with the 1 gig NVIDIA card, but I can't imagine that you're actually going to be able to do hardcore video gaming HD style. It just doesn't seem likely to me, but you know, you can try, I guess. So give it a minute to load. And here we are in Black Ops, round 1, zombies. Now, as you can see, it is extremely, well, not really extremely laggy. It is laggy, as you can tell. It does slow every once in a while. I mean, maybe it's playable for some people. You know, maybe with a mod, you can lower the graphics even more, make it more playable. But, okay, so that's just to show you. It's not really a gaming machine. Maybe you could get by as this being a gaming machine, but I don't recommend it. Let's keep moving along in this. I'm just going to get out of that. So with Black Ops running in the back, we're using about 42% of the, well, 29, whatever. We're using a certain percentage of the CPU. You can see it right there, hopefully. We're using very little memory. I have it customized at 8 gigs. And so it has the CPU power to do it. I think it's probably the graphics card. If you have a different method at finding a different problem with it, then tell me in the comments. I'm always excited to hear things like that. Let me just try to close Black Ops really quick.